Hey everyone! Okay, so this is my first attempt of making a vlog. Basically what I want to do is I want to try to vlog my whole pregnancy. Once I find out more information, then I can obviously share more with you guys. But right now, I don't exactly know how far along I am, but I'm thinking I'm probably about, I want to say like 5 or 6 weeks. Um, I still don't know for sure. Basically, I found out that I was pregnant on the 21st. Um, and it was actually pretty funny how I found out because my husband was with me when I took the test, and when I first took it, he was shocked. He could not believe it. He wouldn't accept it, you know. He was just like, no, you can't be pregnant. But then I took another test and it was positive again. And I think once he found that out, he knew, okay, you know, this is for real. And immediately right after I told him, he went to the kitchen and I saw him pour himself a drink. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to be an alcoholic now? And he was like, no, I'm celebrating. But that was pretty funny. So yeah, first, I found out. I was excited. I was so excited, and I still couldn't believe it. Like, still, because I'm not showing, it's hard for me to realize that I am pregnant, and it's still hard to kind of believe. But basically, a few days later, I contacted my doctor, and my doctor did a few blood tests on me, which was just horrible because I hate needles. Well, I hate the idea of blood being taken from my body. It's just, I don't like thinking about it. It just disturbs me. So, and that morning was actually like the first morning that I had motion, like actual, sickness. Like sickness, what's it called? Morning sickness. So, it was just terrible. I couldn't keep any food down. I ate like a tangerine that morning, and then after that, we got ready to go. My mom ended up taking me that day, but the whole day, I was just in the car and I was just so nauseous. I was throwing up the whole time. It was kind of, the way to describe like my kind of sickness, it was almost like I was just on a roller coaster and I just got off and everything was just like, oh, like, I just couldn't keep anything down. And that was, that's as bad as it got. And it started getting better later that day. But when they took my blood, I didn't have any food in my system. So it was just it was terrible because they actually hit a nerve in my arm. And I could feel like fire going through my arm, and it hurt so bad. And when you don't eat and you feel pain, it just makes the pain that much worse if you have nothing in your stomach. So immediately I was like, oh, give me a trash can, I'm gonna puke. And I felt like such a drama queen, but hey, I wasn't feeling good. So I threw up, and then I got up, and then I felt like I was gonna faint as soon as I stood up. I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out, and I'm getting hot. And so immediately they're like, sit back down. And so I sat back down, and oh my gosh, that was such a bad experience because I feel like I scared everyone there. But, my mom was like, no, she's pregnant. She's been sick all day, so don't worry. But, after that I left, and right now I'm still trying to find a good OBGYN to go to. And then hopefully once I find that, I'll be able to know a little bit more about how far along I am. But yeah, my sickness hasn't been that bad. It's weird. Sometimes I get it at night. I'll just start feeling nauseous at night. So that's one weird symptom that I have. But as far as, having morning sickness every morning, I haven't had that. I feel fine. Although a few days after I found out I was pregnant, I started having kind of weird emotions. I keep some plants outside, and I water them when I can, but I'm not obsessed, I'm not like, oh my gosh, my plants, I need to water them, but my husband was actually noticing that I was starting to worry more about the plants. And for whatever reason, I was just like, oh my gosh, my plants are dying. I need to water them. Oh my gosh, like we need to take them inside. It's too cold outside for my plants. And I was just being like overly, what's the word? Like I was pretty much smothering the plants. And I don't know if that's just like a mothering instinct going on or if that's just something weird. But it was a little odd. It was a little strange. So that happened to me. What else? Uh, Other than that, food, sometimes food tastes a little different. My taste buds seem to be kind of changing, but I haven't had any weird cravings. But I have noticed that food just almost doesn't sound as good as it used to. Like I'm never really hungry for anything. Before I used to, crave food more. I used to be hungry like every single day after, I would want to eat all the time throughout the day. But now I don't even really like food is just kind of like meh, food, meh. Just kind of weird because you'd think I'm pregnant so I'd be wanting to eat more. But who knows? I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and measure my belly. And then I'm going to try to do that for each vlog that I have. So let me see. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. Alrighty. I'm not really showing. So this is what I look like right now. Let me go ahead and let's see, put it about here. So my waist is just, a little bit past 32 inches. Is that right? Yeah, just a little bit past 32. So, I mean, that's pretty much normal for me. Yeah, nothing's really changed. I look like I always have, but it'll be cool to see these videos and see how I progress and see how long it takes for me to finally start to show. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. How do I turn this off?